Back when I was an interpreter, I worked for different agencies, but I never felt that I was representing one that took into consideration all parties involved. I would take on an assignment and the agency would tell me to arrive at a certain time. But when I walked into the doctor's office, the receptionist would say, "You're late." I would tell her, "I was told to be here at this time," and she would say, "Well, that's the time of the appointment for the doctor, but the patient has forms to fill out, and he's sitting in the lobby. You need to help him. You only have 10 minutes to do it." She was upset because now I've messed up her schedule, put the doctor behind schedule, and now I've developed this bad rapport with her. But the problem was that the agency failed to take the entire situation into consideration and plan ahead when they communicated my time of arrival. So at that point, I would go and sit with the patient and try and fill out the forms, and he would try to give me his story, tell me what had happened, how he felt, etc. But the doctor's questionnaire was just asking the facts. They just wanted to know the facts. So we would finally get through the questionnaire and get into the doctor's office. That was now a half hour after we should have initially started. There were times when the doctor would ask the patient a question, but then he would get upset because the patient would not answer the question. He would start to tell his story again. He wanted his day in court, so to speak. And when that happened, the doctor would ask me, "Aren't you interpreting correctly? Doesn't he know what you are saying?" And I'd have to explain to the doctor that yes, but he's not answering your question. It is also frustrating when you get an interpreter to go on an appointment and the patient is speaking for a good while, but the interpreter basically just says to the doctor, his back hurts. And the doctor would be frustrated because the patient must have spoke for over a minute and the interpreter would say only that much. So at Now Interpreters, we convey the accurate message, word for word, verbatim. We don't tell them, well, he feels this way and that way. We always speak in the first person.